Yo, what's up, man? King Rich is here. Um, I want to go straight into it. No bullshit, man. My NFL heroes are fucking sellouts, man. Obviously, with the current climate we're living in, where black men in particular can get shot by people on video camera and there be no justice, it's really sad that I'm witnessing a lot of my NFL heroes disregard and make excuses for not protesting and just completely selling out and acting like fucking coons, man. Um I recently just saw a video on Instagram where LaDainian Tomlinson, LT, the famous San Diego Chargers running back, and a personal hero of mine, former hero of mine. Um, he went out. I guess it was at a Hall of Fame speech or something like that, and he was talking about not like talking about Colin Kaepernick, but he was talking about some other bullshit and talking about how he's a mixed race and all of this crap. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like right now, in the situation that black people are in right now, like we don't have time to hear anybody talking that stupid I'm mixed race when you're blatantly a black guy. We don't have time to hear any bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Um, Obviously, in recent time, another hero of mine has come out and has been cooning, and that was Ray Lewis. You know, when he went on to First Take or whatever show it was, and he went and had a back and forth with Shannon Sharp about Colin Kaepernick getting another job in the NFL, which was just like I couldn't believe that this guy was saying all the things he was saying. He was just completely disregarding the point of why Colin Kaepernick can't get a job right now. You know what I mean? Um, and his excuse is you know, he's lived through it, so you know he understands, but you know, basically get the fucking line. And I just it's really sad to me that my heroes are doing this shit, man. You know, it started with Jerry Rice, you know, and he was in that commercial. I can't remember what the commercial was for, but he was acting very stupid. He was, you know, he was being a typical like coon running around with his football helmet and a piece of chicken hanging out of his helmet. Like now, people could say, "Oh, it's just jokes or whatever like that," but you gotta understand, Jerry Rice is a fucking icon. He's a hero. When you bring down in particular a black man and a hero to so many people, and you make him look so stupid, you degrade him down such a level where he's running around with a piece of chicken in his fucking helmet and he's still smiling. That's really offensive to me. That's really fucking offensive. And then you got Michael Vick, who was convicted of dogfighting. And let's be real, white people wanted Michael Vick's head, and they had his head. I mean, he was in jail for a long time, and even till today, people still hate Michael Vick because let's be real about it. In this society, uh, animals are held in more higher regard than black people. So Michael Vick being involved in dogfighting really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. He got sent to jail, and when he came out, people didn't want him to come back in the NFL. Then the next thing Michael Vick does, he starts talking shit about Colin Kaepernick, saying he should cut his hair because he took a knee, as in protest against racial injustice. This is ridiculous, bro. Fucking ridiculous. And then fucking then the next one is Ray Lewis who murdered somebody It's like, what the fuck, man? And these were my personal NFL heroes, man. Like, and they just acting ridiculous. Like, it's sad, man. And it's like they're all doing it for a check. Like, that's all it's about. It's a check. It's being a fucking, being a good boy. Like, be a good boy and we'll give you a check. You know, help us brainwash the rest of these monkeys, and we'll look after you. We'll treat you a little bit better than the rest of the monkeys, but if you get out of line, we're gonna treat you just the same. And I think it's disgusting. I think it's really it's disappointing, to say the least. It pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. Fucking NFL heroes. I remember the last 2 years ago, between 2 and 3 years ago, I was desperate to get in the NFL, man. I wanted to be in NFL so bad, bro. And now when I look at it for what it really is, it is a very sinister situation to be in when you're in the NFL, because you're not really not free. It's really a plantation. The NFL is a slave plantation. It's just that the field hands get paid. That's what it is. It's the same way as in slavery times, is when the fucking all these young boys, they get drafted, they come from nothing. All these NFL players and football players, college players, they usually come from nothing, from poor backgrounds, and then they get groomed to play football, because there's nothing else they're gonna do unless they're gonna be an entertainer. Yeah. Then they fucking use their whole life to try and get to this position to get in the NFL, where most of them will never make it. Get there, they're basically turned into, like, pets. You be a good pet, you run up and down the field, you catch this ball, you make this tackle, you break every bone in your fucking body and risk fucking having brain damage every week. We'll pay you this check. Like, you stay in line and you promote the things that we want to promote, and you run along with the agenda that we want to promote, and you help us influence the rest of these little niggers to fucking do what we want them to do in this system. And that's what it is, and that is the reality of it. And now one of the little pets in the NFL, which was Colin Kaepernick, his conscience got the best of him, and he took a knee as a protest. And the Masters did not like that at all, because all it takes is one, then a domino effect can happen. And it's a thing where they had to teach the rest of the monkeys a lesson, isn't it? Like, that's what it really is. That's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? So what did they do? They kick, they hate. They say how much of an outrage it is that he made a protest, that he took a knee, which is not really that bad. Like, I mean, taking a knee, like, that's not hurting anyone. That's not even directly calling out anybody. It's just making a protest that I acknowledge that there's racial injustice out here. But no, the white supremacist establishment refuses to accept that. You are either going to fall in line or you're out. You're no longer in our society. So they kicked him out, and they don't want to give him another job. It's crazy. This guy has no criminal record. He's not even. But listen, Colin Kaepernick's not even black. He's mixed race. He's a mixed race man with a white mother, right? Standing up for one half of his DNA, and they are blackballing Colin Kaepernick out of the NFL. and then you have 100% black guys coming out to chastise, to help chastise Colin Kaepernick. This is really sickening. And coming from a guy like me who I never accept the idea of the one drop rule. I never accept the idea of mixed race people being black. They're half black and they're half whatever else. But at the end of the day, when I really look at it, a lot of times in this society we're living in, it's a lot of mixed race people are standing up for racial injustices, and a lot of black people are acting like sellouts and running around talking about their mixed race, like LT. What the fuck, man? This shit is really sickening, man. It's really upsetting, bro. Because I looked up to these guys, bro. And this is why now I'm so stern on the rock of not making people your idols, bro. Don't even, because you don't know what people are willing to do. You don't know how far people are willing to sell themselves out for a check. Do you know what I mean? The worst one was Michael Vick, in my opinion. That really hurt my feelings, bro. Talking about, in essence, basically saying that you should just get in line and clean yourself up and be presentable for white people to accept you. The fuck? Who makes these rules, Michael Vick? Michael Vick, it was those people that put you in jail, Michael Vick. It's those people that signed petitions, even up till today, petitioning against you, Michael Vick. So please keep your mouth shut. It's a real sad situation, that and the world that we live in now is just completely fucked. I just feel like this Colin Kaepernick situation has really highlighted the core of the NFL, in my opinion. And if not just the NFL, it's all pro sports. It's not just the NFL. It's a slave market. The NFL combine is a slave market. How high can you jump? How fast can you run? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? We're gonna make you run around a little bit, see if you can do it. Then majority of people don't get through, so they get thrown. So their whole life they've tried to get to this point of getting an opportunity to play in the NFL. They made sacrifices, and most of them, all their hard work goes nowhere. They're back to the hood, back selling drugs, back fucking just working in McDonald's, because they have nothing else, because they invested so much of their life into playing football that they can't do anything else. Then the ones that actually make it, okay, you make it into the NFL now. You're only as good as long as your body holds up, as long as your knees hold up, as long as you're not a concussion case. And that is the reality. And as soon as you get a little bit older, we're about to replace you. As soon as you get on the roster, they're already thinking about replacing you, bro. After your first season, they're already thinking about replacing you, because there's millions of other little black boys that have been groomed to take your spot. And at the end of the day, who makes all the money out of the NFL? Because and who benefits out of the NFL, that institution? Because it's not black people. They put all the black athletes as the faces of this and that, but they're not the one behind the scenes. They're not the ones benefiting. You see, when it's a lot like the music industry, right? With the rappers and that. When they talk about their salaries and they sign this contract for this whatever million and rare, bro, they don't see all that money. That money gets divided a lot of ways, man. That money is not what they really get. That's just what the contract is worth, but they don't actually see that money. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers end up broke. The dudes You know, because most of them are not taught anything. Most of them don't have any, you know, financial intelligence. So it's just a short term career occupation that, you know, is short lived, and they don't teach that. They don't tell you that. It's not in the small print. Happens is, you know, you become a household name in the NFL, like you know, like Ray Lewis and Michael Vick or whatever, or like Jerry Rice, and then now the system, yeah, wants to use you as a sellout, wants to use you as an example of this is how you should be, this is how you should think. And they put you out there in the media to do a lot of coon shit, to say a lot of coon shit, and then you help influence the masses, the poor masses that are looking up to you as heroes. It's completely fucked up, man. When I saw, I mean, LT wasn't talking about Colin Kaepernick in his video I saw today, but this whole bullshit where he was talking about his mixed race is kind of all in the same realm. This kind of delusional thinking, this kind of brainwashed thinking. Like, it's sad. It's sad that Colin Kaepernick even made this protest, taking this knee, and all the other black guys across the board of the NFL, all these other black players, they didn't join him. They didn't fucking join him. That's insane. Out of those black players, the NFL will fall apart. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If there was no black players in the NFL, that institution would fall apart. But because of the black people all scared that they might lose their check if they put a foot wrong, and the master sees that, oh, you know, you're acting up a little bit, I'm gonna have to put you back in your place. So they're all scared. So they, you know, they just act accordingly. You know, keep your mouth shut. You know, be clean cut, like Michael Vick would probably say. Like it's bruh. That's why black people don't fucking make it in this world. That's why black people don't fucking get anywhere in this world, because too fucking scared to ruffle the feathers of the fucking white supremacist system, bro. If all the black players, right, in NFL decided we're boycotting, we're not fucking playing. We're not fucking playing because Colin Kaepernick is not in the NFL right now, and plus the NFL does not care enough about black people, so we're gonna boycott the NFL. The NFL would have to yield. It would have no choice. They're not gonna just make their money off watching Tom Brady all day. No. Bullshit. And I think with this situation now, a lot of people are starting to realize the fuckery that's going on. They're starting to realize the fuckery that's going on. That's why I've seen a lot of posts on Instagram today talking about boycotting the NFL, just boycotting it, like not watching it, not uh you know, not being involved. But the thing is, the only way that a real NFL boycott would work is if there was an alternative. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that, you know, regardless of what's going on, they're still gonna go back to it, bro. So it will be a thing of, if, bro, there's a lot of rich black people, believe it or not. Yeah. If they decided that, right, if they actually had the conscience and morals to think, you know what, this is enough is enough. We need to actually do something, and we need to show these motherfuckers that we're not having it, we're not taking it, and we don't give a fuck about their check anymore. We're gonna make our own thing. If all the black fucking players in the NFL create their own league, do you know the NFL would just disappear? Who the fuck is gonna watch the NFL of all the fucking household names? Like all the black players, like, you know what I mean? Cam Newton, Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman, the main people decided fuck this shit. The NFL has shown its true colors. It doesn't give a fuck about black people. It doesn't give a fuck control us. It's trying to brainwash us. It's trying to do a lot of evil shit. We're gonna make our own shit. That's gonna be for us. That's gonna support us. Blood. The NFL would fucking fall apart, bro. That nope. Nope. Because the problem is, it's that check. It's that money, man. That's why when people when it says money is the root of all evil, it's true, man. Money is what is destroying black people. Is money. Is money and lack of knowledge, bro. That's what destroys black people. You know, too many black people are just happy to receive a check and not build their own thing. And that just goes in general with life, you know. Most people are just happy to have a job, but they don't want to create their own job. Doing something because they got a job and you know, they're able to finance a car and have a mortgage, and they think they're doing something. And they think they can look down their nose at somebody who's trying to build his own empire. Man, fuck off, man. You're just over broke. Remember that. And that's just goes the same. That goes the same for all these NFL players. They're just over broke. The thing with Michael Vick and Ray Lewis and LaDainian Tomlinson is they still need a check. That's why they're doing all this coon shit, so that the NFL will you know look out for them. You know, oh yeah, you can be a commentator on Sunday nights. You know, we'll let you come onto a show and you know give your opinion on this and that, because they need a check. You know, if these guys were siding with Colin Kaepernick and they was adamant about, you know, racial injustice and how the NFL is not being fair, then they wouldn't, you know, their opportunity to get that check is is reduced significantly. It hurts my feelings, man. It just makes me really like cynical about everything now. Can't trust nobody, man. Can't trust nobody, bro. But anyway, man, I needed to just get that off my chest because that just really hurt my feelings, man. For real, man. You motherfuckers, stop selling out, man. Stop selling out. Stop being a slave. You can still be a slave on a plantation and have a Mercedes or have a BMW. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking get it twisted. But anyway, man, I'm out, man. Big up Andre Bermudez, big up Steven YouTube, and big up J Kane 1980, man. Like this video, share this video, and I'm out. Peace.